This I appreciate from Tim Walz. Walz was in Madison, Wisconsin yesterday. Wisconsin's a pretty big, important state. And I think this is really healthy, even if it doesn't get you any votes. Yeah. To mock and belittle billionaires is very important. It's very important. It's really the one realm that we have any power over them because they are so rich. They have the ability to destroy public education for a decade or two in this country like Bill Gates did. Apparently, Bill Gates gave a secret $50 million to Kamala Harris, and it's secret, except for he told people about it because he wants that credit. I don't care if it's Bill Gates. I don't care if it's George Soros or Elon Musk or Miriam Adelson or a Uline guy or Mellon or Mark Cuban. These people should be mocked because it is really the only sort of way that we have pushback on these people. And so I really appreciated Tim Walz's comment here.
Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it. Think about it. Think about that. That guy is literally the richest man in the world, spending millions of dollars to help Donald Trump buy an election. Now look, they're saying the quiet parts out loud now because Donald Trump has already promised that he would put Elon in charge of government regulations that oversee the businesses that Elon runs. That's a hell of a buy. He could spend billions to make more than $10 billion on the back end. So in other words, Donald Trump, in front of the eyes of the American public, is promising corruption. That's what he's promising you.
I would add, it's not just Elon Musk. Miriam Adelson has all but said, I gave $120 million to Trump in 2016. And not only did he come through with his promise to move the embassy to Jerusalem, not only did he push the Abraham Accords, he gave me the Golan Heights. And I'm quoting her now. He gave us the Golan Heights, she said, and I didn't even ask for it. It's a loyalty reward. I always manage expectations. You always get 10% more than you think. And this time around, she has said, you need to let Israel annex the West Bank. And I'll give you $100 million. She gave him the $100 million. Or just look at Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy's whole shtick these days is, I'm going to, I don't know if he's going to be czar of healthy food and whatever it is, or, his whole shtick on the campaign was that we have corruption at the FDA and the EPA because they do too much of industry's bidding, too transactional. There's a revolving door to make it easier. And some of that is true. Some of that is true. We had Sharon Lerner on to talk about how people in Trump's EPA shut down scientists who were reporting on stuff. They won their whistleblower cases recently. And some of those people are still embedded in the EPA. But think about the idea that Bobby Kennedy also shopped to Harris and to Trump. Like he complained publicly. I tried to go make a deal with Harris and she wouldn't do it. So Bobby Kennedy's whole campaign was built on this. Like, we need to stop the transactional nature of government officials getting stuff in return for the work they do in government. And I have positioned myself to put an end to that because I horse traded with Trump and Harris, and Harris didn't offer me enough. I mean, that's the whole nature of the Trump campaign, the whole Trump administration. David Dane's got a great piece in the New York Times, basically reminding everybody, like, yeah, he's going to dismantle government and he's going to be authoritarian, but don't sleep on the massive kleptocracy that his first term was, and they have perfected it now.
Those are the muscles they have most exercised.
100%. 100%. So good for Tim Walz, both for pointing out the corruption inherent in what he's doing. You never hear him say drain the swamp anymore. He started that. He played around with it at the beginning of the campaign. I get it. They refilled up the swamp, and now I'm draining it. But now he's got so much billionaire money this time around, he can't pretend like, I don't need any money. I mean, Elon Musk is running his get out the vote operation. That may actually be a benefit for the country in the final analysis, but
It might be a get money from super PACs operation from Elon.
oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. How much do you think Charlie Kirk's getting the kickbacks on the his in-house app business that they all need for their get out the vote operations? I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It would be as if I had a factory that produced and then sold them back to myself to make money, to drain money out of this operation. It's like as if the Majority Report was took donations as a campaign, and I sold the and the to the Majority Report that its host apparently needs to get through a segment. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.